I feel most of my emotion, most of my pain, most of my feelings on the way home from work when I'm driving. I have most of my best ideas when I'm driving. I have most of my worst ideas when I'm driving. I feel everything. I cry so much in my car. So much. I'll be driving to work, so overwhelmed from the thoughts in my head that I'll just be crying. And I'll think, what are you doing? Like, you got Cars music on and you're sobbing. Like, life's meant to be a highway and you're just crying. Like, what are you doing? Chill out. I don't know if it's because usually when I'm driving, it's on the way back from work. And after this high of helping people achieve their goals, I have a really big low. A lot of pain come up, a lot of feeling, a lot of emotion. But I think my car is one of my safe spaces, somewhere I can feel emotion. And I'm lucky to have that because many people don't. Many people don't have a space where they can feel safe enough to feel. So this series is going to be called Car Talks with Aidan. When I'm in the car, there's two parts to your brain, in my opinion. There's subconscious and conscious. Conscious brain is rational thinking. That's how you make positive decisions for your future. The subconscious brain makes irrational thoughts, thoughts that are damaging for your future, about going back to old patterns, old coping mechanisms. That part of your brain always seeks comfort, even if that comfort is self-detrimental to your future. I call it that little chimp in the back of my brain. My chimp is riddled with ADHD. He's an absolute mess. And sometimes I wish he'd leave me alone. But it's actually about learning to live with this chimp, talk to it, try and make friends with your subconscious, because memories and feelings and emotion never really leaves you. This is who we are. I always thought I could erase memories, I could change who I am, what's happened to me, but that's not life. You can't, no one can do that. And if someone could do that, you'd pay them a hell of a lot of money to do that. Everyone would be fixed. It'd be easy. You take a tablet, bang, happy. Whoa. You've got to make friends with this chimp. You've got to talk to it. So what I do, if I ever get an irrational thought, you should do this, Aidan. If you don't do this, you're going to die. Like, what the hell? I'm not going to die. But this is the way my brain works. It always goes worst case scenario, and I always expect the very worst thing to happen to me. But when one of these thoughts comes into my head now, I catch it, and I have a talk in my head with myself. And no, I'm not schizophrenic. I'm just trying to change the way my brain works. In the gym, if I miss a rep, I will be horrible to myself. I'll call myself a failure. I'll say I'm worthless. I'll say there's no point even carrying on at all. And I used to give in to this voice. I used to just think, you know what? Yeah, you're right. You're right. I give up. Now I catch that voice and I'll say, actually, you're wrong. I can do more than that. I'm going to do that again. And that's hard to do. People don't realize this voice actually happens and what it's from. People just think that's what life is. And it's not. It's not. I believe that a lot of emotion is stored in the subconscious. There's many things that I don't even remember. I didn't remember until I spoke to my mum about my childhood. That now I've been reminded of it, I'm like, wow, that actually did happen. And this whole memory comes back. Your brain is so intelligent. It blocks out dark memories, whole periods of your life, just to protect yourself from feeling. You can't consciously remember it, but your subconscious remembers every single ounce of pain you've felt. And that's why we are the way we are today. And that's why therapy is good for me, because it gives me a space to discover why I feel the way I do. Because if I can actually uncover them and bring them to the subconscious, I can fight them and I might just win. That's the way I view it anyway. It might be a bit intense. It might be a really radical way of looking at it. But I don't know why, but deep down, I just can't give in. I've tried every other thing. I've tried blocking it out. I've tried external coping mechanisms. Ice baths. I've tried breathing. I've tried exhausting my body physically until I can't do anything else. But it don't work. So here we are. Let's face it. I'm going to feel all of the pain I've pushed away for years on end. Because there's been a lot. Let's be honest. There's been a lot. And this is how I am going to become the very best version of me. Someone that doesn't self-sabotage their entire existence. So I can become someone that can make decisions based on love, not fear.